any surveys, NPS engagement surveys, you probably know it's not a one and done thing. You most likely need to follow up and make sure to get as many survey respondents as possible. There's also collecting information for company events or offsites. There's also even security and compliance communication. So especially for a new hire, they're very overwhelmed with a lot of things to do. So it's really important to make sure that they are completing this in a timely manner. So it doesn't hurt to make sure that you check if they've opened the message or interacted with it. If not, there definitely needs to be a follow-up automated there. Learning and development initiatives. Speaking of compliance, making sure that you can ask them to, hey, click on this link to confirm receipt or that you've read through. And benefits enrollment reminders. This is the bane of most people teams' existence, making sure that they complete their insurance or enrollment or benefits enrollment on time, which is huge in the US.
I think the common thread between all of those is where completion matters. Not everyone's going to reply initially, and that's where the follow-up really comes in. Imagine if you're sending a communication via Outlook or Gmail, you're not going to have any insight on how well that's performed. You're not going to understand who's clicked a link or who's opened the message. And then follow-ups is really as a point further where we can then take action on that data. So we can say, okay, who hasn't engaged with a message? Who hasn't responded to a survey? And then follow-ups allows us to then target that group of people and then send them a message to say, hey, could you complete that survey? What we observed is sort of customers often spotting issues with engagement, or you're seeing that a survey that they've sent out hasn't been completed by enough of their people. But our observation is that customers then trying to take the data and then build segments manually. So that's the great thing about follow-ups. It really just targets the people that haven't responded to a communication and haven't completed a survey. When we're looking to understand if someone should be targeted with follow-up, we're looking to see, haven't you opened the email or clicked a link? Slack teams, we're looking to see if you basically interacted with the link inside the Slack message or reacted. That gives us a clue to seeing if you've interacted with the message. So this is where follow-ups can really step in. Imagine you've sent that email, not got the greatest engagement. That's where you can build a follow-up to then target Slack or Teams instead. It's not just people are getting it in their inboxes, but they're also getting it on Slack and Teams. And really the end result of that is you've just got much better engagement across the board because you're meeting people where they're at. We've got two versions of the follow-up. So you've got the kind of the reactive follow-up. So imagine we're looking at our analytics data. We're seeing the engagement's not great. We're seeing that not enough people have completed the survey that we need people to complete. So that's what we call a sort of reactive use case. We're looking at the data and so we're then saying, we need to actually engage or follow up with the non-responders or the non-openers. Automated though, this is what I really like, is where you can get a little bit ahead of ourselves and say, we know people aren't going to reply, open the message. They might miss it. If people are busy these days, they're sometimes going to miss the inbox. It might not land there at the right time. So this is the great thing is imagine we could have a communication schedule to send on the Monday and then 3 days or even 2 weeks later that we can schedule a follow-up to automatically send and target the people that haven't engaged by that point in time. You can actually set up multiple, which is even cool, great. So that's where follow-ups becomes a bit of a superpower. So when you're designing and building your initial communication, you can also design the follow-ups as well to be sent days later, weeks later. And ultimately the end goal of that is all about driving your engagement, getting that higher completion rate and just making your life easier.